do P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. So 5 classes. Okay. And we want to add kindergarten and first grade. So in the mornings and before the classes, you're gonna come in this file cabinet and there are folders in here. And the folders are for their class, so it's also good for remembering the names of the kids. And this is where all their English work goes in. And then each kid also inside the folder has a little book. Okay, cosas, where they'll write their English lessons. So this is a good way to keep them occupied and practice their writing and later on their reading so they can remember what they have learned. And on this side we have random pens and papers, but it's also where we keep the treasure box, which is where the star system comes in. So when they finish their star chart, they get a treasure from the treasure box. So P2 and P3 are going to look similar because they both still sing. Just P3 sings a little bit less, so a normal class for P2 and P3 would be come in, do the calendar.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Good, and if we go up, what day is today? Thursday. 14. Today is Valentine's Day. Go sing a few songs in the circle. Normally the alphabet and the hello song are always in there.
C is for cat, 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 cat. D is for dog, 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 dog.
So after the songs, you go to the morning message, and the morning message always has the same pattern. This is teaching them how to read. So they can see like February 19, 2019, morning message or afternoon message, hello students, last time, today. And it also prepares them for what they're going to do during the day so they are conscious of what's going on and they don't really like change. Kids don't adapt very well to change. And then after the morning message, we'll do a grammar lesson. And then after the grammar lesson, they're going to do their new lesson of the day. And then we decided that the lesson should be around 3 different classes. So the first one, you're going to introduce the lesson and they're going to write it down in their notebooks. The second time, they're going to do a worksheet. And then the third class, they're going to do some kind of physical activity with it. One time we were doing it under the sea animals, and then we got a bucket full of sand and we hid them, so they pull them out like, oh, this is a sea lion or whatever. Today you're going to draw the difference in the different seasons. So in winter it is it hot? Is it cold? It's cold. So you can draw snow, you can draw a snowman. And then for the P4, P5, and P6, they do the same similar style, but instead of singing, they just don't. So it'd be calendar, morning message, grammar, lesson, and then game at the end because the kids love a game. And then while some students are still working on the lesson and writing things down, the others will be doing some activity in the background that's relevant to things they have learned, whether it be putting a puzzle together that's blending sounds or working on their shapes, going over seasons. They'll be in the back in the classroom just doing that. I do want to emphasize that this school is not very structured, and that can be very frustrating. It can be hard on your ego if a kid just up and decides to walk out of your class. Don't take it personally. If there is one person in the class, there's not much you can do if one child just decides to walk out because you're in the middle of giving a lesson and it's not fair to the other students. It's free to stop, but there's more than one person, it's easier to discipline, but that's just the mentality, I think, is don't get discouraged. If something doesn't go to plan, don't get frustrated if you get here and the kids aren't here. That's just kind of how it works. And hopefully with the curriculum that we're making, it's just going to be easier to follow. It should be very step by step.
All right, famous Beatrice, guys.